He will be able to find some of these angles as this game goes on. Zeus finds an Infernal Chain, cut the video, and Gumayusi taking a bit of damage here. Good fire kick, and actually Teddy going forward. A couple more autos and he's dead, and that's first blood for the bottom lane of DRX. Satab is, that's not the lane, that's the river. Faker is going to get shuffled, actually. Delivered to Sponge. Flash has to come through, but Sponge is immediately flashing after him. Faker could die as well. It's a decent shockwave, but it ain't going to save him. And T1 don't start that snowballer rolling, things could become difficult. Rascal coming forward as Sponge is here again. Remember, no flash on Zeus. No Umbral Dash either, as there is the Magnet Storm. They didn't even want to invest it, as the Leap Strike comes in and the flash has to be used, but Rascal is able to lock down the kill. Yeah. Yep, Ona is going to go a bit aggressive onto Pleta, but Teddy might have been his target. Now Kerry is going to come on over. Teddy is in so much trouble. There he goes. Faker moving in as well. Flash out from Pleta. We'll see what soul it's going to be. It's T1, it's often Clouds. They do have my back there. And Faker is on defense. That's a flash Magnet Storm. Teddy gonna flash out of the way of the tidal wave. Faker should go down.
Dragon stacking.
And Sponge is looking to put a stop to Zeus here, who doesn't have flash. Remember, Magnet Storm comes down, Emperor's Divide, and he's just gonna be swept under the rug. Rascal will be deterred as Faker gets into that pixel brush. And now, Moonlight Vigil avoided. That was really cute. Pleta still diving in, and that is not really the direction he wants to go. Satab wanting the situation is going. His owner is spotted on vision. DRX immediately back away towards him. Yeah, Rascal is actually going to, like ships in the night. They do go past each other, but there is a flash counter-strike, and Ona, he's going the wrong direction. Gravitum is going to be picked up by Teddy, and that means that there is no way out. Somehow, Teddy gets vision down, spots T1, and still standing his ground here. I don't know about it.
Damage.
Yeah, does have Pleta there in his back pocket. Gumayusi able to offer a lot back, so without Smite, they do have Teleport, and T1 is still wanting to fight for this one. That's a flash over the tidal wave. Shockwave comes through, though, and that's a great double bubble. Zeus able to take down Satab here as the Dragon is still amongst it. It's a double kill for Zeus, who is just a wrecking ball. And they were a man down, but T1 is still making it work. Make that a triple.
You know, and as much as T1 have gotten like a 4,000 gold lead here, which obviously isn't great, they haven't taken any tier 2 structures yet. They didn't get that third dragon, so DRX hold on okay.
Tidal wave coming in here as Sponge does get knocked up. Great shockwave onto Satab, who's trying to get himself out of there. Ona also using the ult relatively defensively. They take down the turret, but they're unable to kill any of the members. Try and lock down this bottom lane. They get vision of Gumayusi Carrier trying to run away, and Teddy is looking to try and catch up, but Rascal now finds himself singled out. He has the Counter-Strike running, but now Ona is going to turn up. These Hex Gates really working out here as they change position kind of comedically. And Rascal looking to try and get himself out of there. He does so, but
structuring these buildings on sand, you know?
Yeah, I've heard of that issue before. Is okay, cease and desist onto Teddy into that backline. He flashes, he does manage to get the ult, but the shockwave is too strong as Faker 8 kills to go now. Zeus able to take down a double in the backline as well. Sponge going to be taken away also, and DRX, they're left with only Rascal. The teleport from Faker as well for the shockwave position as Carrier has to flash. Bubble avoided there by Sponge, but now he's in trouble, taking a lot of damage from Gumayusi. That is the second one here for Faker as Rascal is getting engaged on here. Zeus, every auto really hurting. Cyrilda's Inizu by the looks of things as Teddy, red-white guns, ready to fight. But, oh, dearie me, he is just going to die. Exhaust was able to be pressed onto Gumayusi there, but he's still able to kill Teddy. So without jungler or AD carry.
Rascal?
Rascal going for it. Gumayusi is somewhat low. The Baron is also somewhat low.
I feel like Rascal is kind of just doing his own thing this entire game.
He's out of there, though. Look at him. He's buying time. Teleporting. Bubble. Dead. It was a cute play. It was a cute plan. Gumayusi able to dash himself out of the way. Good shockwave here from Faker as Sponge crashes down on top of him, but Faker's got the arm guard, and he'll keep himself alive. The fire kick, not really something you're too scared about, and now Zeus is underneath turrets, not too worried about much at all. Wants to find a third Q, there it is, and Pleta is just wondering where the heck damage is. He wants to go back to being an AD carry, I think, but Umbral Dash over the base gate, and Zeus is out of there. And now T1 are just gonna rain hell down on the rest of DRX. Pleta is...
Leave him alone!
Oh, it's so cruel, isn't it? That's another kill. There's the ace.
앞에 구하라고?
하필 노플이라서 강 나오면 바로 받을 듯? 밀려 없다. 여기 절로 왔다.
밀려 탈진도 없다.
야, 미드로
앞에.
붙을게.
나 집회 되고.
이거 끝나. 믿음이면 끝나.
나 큐플 하면 돼. 앞에 노스펠이야.
잡아.
잡다. GG요.
Destroy these Nexus turrets and take us to a game number 2. But one thing I do want to take away from this is the fact that DRX looked relatively competitive in the early stages until they absolutely...
He was fine there.
Yeah, he did move a very, 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 very small amount, so maybe that was just enough to move him out of the way. His grand entrance once again. No flash here from Carrier. It could be another first blood for DRX as he's burning. The flash comes through and Carrier walks it off. Oh, it's so close here. Comparison to the 2 books, Faker is well read. He is known for his reading of books, but he is going to be able to do so in lane as well. And oh man, catches him right on the end as Satab going aggressive. Faker, oh, just flashes. Picks that one up. I believe that was the empowered auto there as well. And so Faker, first blood, so may not get to the Eclipse, Malignance, Muramana situation as Gumiushi does have to use the flash. There's a Feather Storm as Carrier trying to get himself out of the way, calls the Ram, and they still manage to get the knock-up. Ona finds the stun, max range. Dawning Shadow flies forward as well, and Ona,
Like,
he helps them.
what is the point of taking package now?
Well, so that you can get out of this. Nailed it. Sponge gonna look for a bit of a shattering strike here. T1 are gonna be able to push them away. So, okay, Feather Storm gonna be used. Pop Blossom comes down, and that is a dead rel. Nicely picked up there, and Faker grabs yet another one. Good grand entrance though, as there is the Heartbreaker flash to get Ona out of there. He should be all right, as Carrier takes another turret shot as well. Ooh, Faker taking a lot of damage underneath this turret as well, but DRX early games.
Okay, now they're going top.
Yeah, Ona is going to be able to get Satab here. Does use the flash, but there's the stun. And is he able to do anything? The answer is no, and he also gives the assist over.
I'm going to go with not worth.
I'm going to say not worth. They're also then here for Ona to rotate down. The rest of the team also coming in. There's a Magna Storm from Sponge as we have a look towards the top side. Flutter finds the quickness. They're looking to lock down Carrier, but...
Does he take damage?
No, not really. He's just trying to turn it around, gets a Feather Storm, and continues walking at them menacingly. Look at him, just trudging down the rift, breaking his own things, and just not really worried about anything at all. Brittle, not going to be procced there onto Sponge, but he also just takes way too much damage as Faker is going to look to support, and now Zeus wanting to find Satab, and he'll find him. And that is a real scary one. Flash does come out, but I don't know whether Satab can escape this. Where's the Valkyrie?
7 seconds.
Yeah, he's
The
really
chances
dead.
of Sponge stealing this, pretty
Limited.
low.
Yeah, limited. I
Those
would say.
procs though, maybe, no, he doesn't even get those.
All right, well, the Ram comes down. They do manage to catch Pleta here as Ona looks for a little bit more CC. Heartbreaker comes down. Rascal going to be the next target here as Teddy takes
running,
the base
Teddy.
gate. Yep,
Keep
Faker
running.
is after him. There's a Pop Blossom. Teddy able to avoid that. And that will be able to keep him safe. But he needed Ghost and he needed Flash in order to get out of it. Didn't have Feather Storm, but would have needed that as well. Yeah, could have pressed that button. Pleta still running for his life. Sponge doing the same thing. And yeah, this is a difficult game here for DRX at this point in time. Pleta is going to die, and there's going to be a kill going over to Ona. Now Rascal fighting alongside Satab against Zeus. 2 versus 1. I'm almost favoring the 1 here, but it is going to be Rascal picking it up in the end. As Carrier turns up just a little bit late, and Faker is a little bit distracted by winning the game by the looks of things. Still needs a few more kills like Faker.
He's
Come
been
on, man.
hunting for them. You've seen him trying.
Yeah. But you don't win the game, then you definitely can't get the kills.
Yeah, there are more important things at stake right now.
No, precisely. As Rascal going to turn it here. Carrier going to flash on over, and yeah, Gumiushi turns up. He's going to protect his better half. And now you can see Carrier just going to go back home. Satab may just die here, as yeah, that's a bunch of buttons in his face. Well, they're not mid. That's dead.
Well, there's one of them.
Yeah, there we go. So Rascal is going to find Carrier, and Carrier is going to ignore him. I'm pretty sure Rascal pressed a button, but I'm not entirely sure. Pop Blossom going to be channeled here as Sponge is going to dive on into it, looks for a last-ditch attempt as Faker goes golden. He picks up another kill here. That's his 3rd for the game, but he will end up going down. Good package there from Satab, but now he's on the wrong side of this one. Knockup is going to come through onto Zeus. Blade Caller is good, and Zeus will be taken down. But now the cavalry will turn up. There's another Corki. That's a decent way of dealing with it, I guess. But he's going to take a lot of damage. Teddy on the fountain is kind of looking like his old self as that fountain laser. But still, these Nexus turrets are going to be turned to. Carrier looks for the dive forward. Good Featherstorm there from Teddy to avoid him. But now the Nexus will be taken down, and T1 going to look for that swift 2-0. They will find it. Carrier will die.
발키 나한테
보고 있다.
아파.
내가 공 보고 있다. 볼게. 안 됐다.
앞레 봐, 내 앞에. 레부터.
앞라인
나 오너렐이야, 오너렐. 봐봐. 오너렐이야.
포르키 내가 이기죠. 포르키 잡았어. 오르키
오르키 승자. 구 있나?
자공 없어.
나 자, 오르키.
자 노스패 도공.
끝낼 생각하자.
내가? 나 오르키야? 잠깐만. 잠깐만. 끝내줘.
끝내줘.
나 큐에 줘.
잠깐만.
자공 돌아 이제.
다음 먼저.
자공 돌았어. 자 스펠은 없어.
사올게.
점프하면 끝나 점프. 파워 치면 끝나요.
사올게.
야야 와봐.
파워 치면 끝나.
T1 will get the drop down in the end.
Oh,
Decent little dash there from Owner, and he keeps himself alive at the last second. So